Siyata Dishmai. We want to talk about Parshas Vayero, that Moshe Rabbeinu was told by HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Vayomer Hashem el Moshe emor el Aaron, Kach matecho, take your stick, tell Aaron HaKohen, take your stick, ונטה יותך על מימי מצרים על נהרויסום על יהורם על אגמיהם. Take your stick and hit all the rivers, the pounds, the little puddles, and ועל כל מקווה מימיהם, anywhere where there's a gathering of water. ויהיו דם, will turn to blood. And will be blood everywhere in Eretz Mitzrayim, and the wood, and the stones, everything. And Moshe Rabbeinu did so. And what he did, Vayaches hamayim asher bayor le'enei Paroi u'le'nei avodo. Moshe Rabbeinu and Aaron HaKohen hit the water, the Yehoir, in front of Pharaoh and his slaves. And what happened? Vayeh adam b'chol Eretz Mitzrayim. Was blood everywhere and all over the land of Mitzrayim. Vayasu kein chartumei Mitzrayim belateihem. All the chartumim, the witch of Mitzrayim, the chartumim, they did the same thing. Belahateihem. What's belahateihem? The whispering. That says, what's the belahat? Adam ba belahat. It can't come quiet. Lad means to whisper. They say something to whisper. There's a famous Houdini, Abba Kadabra, Dabra Kadabra, as we said today, right? Lachash, a whisper. Whisper. And the Gemara in Sanhedrin says, Belateyem Maisa Sheidim. The word Belateyem means an action of demons. Belateyhem Belahateyem is Maisek Shofim, actions of Shofim means witchcraft.
One has extra hay, one word has extra hay.
Belahateyem is Shofim. Lateyem, without a hay, is Maisek Sheidim. And the Gemara says why it's called Maisek Shofim. What does the word Kishuf means? Comes from the word Kishuf means weakens. Comes from the word Machshiv, weakens the heavenly power. Weakens. Kivyoch. What happened? Vayechezak lev Pharaoh v'leshama aleim. The heart of Pharaoh became strong and didn't listen to them. And here, Rashi brings down Gemara Menachos, very famous and a famous medrash. And I want to talk about it a little bit, and I spoke about it a few times about it. I want to elaborate again about it. Bezrat Hashem. What Pharaoh he said? Hey! You're coming to convince me with witchcraft? Teven atem machnisin la'afarayim, to a city which is full of wheat and hay. You're bringing a little bit of hay. Ir shekulo teven, a city which is full of hay. You bring me hay. This afatem, the same, you guys are the same. Mevi mechashfut, you're bringing witchcraft. Lemitzrayim, to Egypt. Shekula kshofim, the whole Egypt is full of witchcraft. What are you doing? Very strong Tana. The Gemara brings down, the Medrash brings down, there was a guy named Yuchani. Yuchani, he was the head of a school of Squela. This was in the Medrash. This parasha. He was the head of the school of what? Witchcraft. Egypt had a school of witchcraft. Yuchani. And Pharaoh called this time, okay, you guys coming to show me, bring my guy, bring my head of my university. Yuchani, bring him in. He brought Yuchani, he did the same thing. He says, what are you guys are doing? You want to teach me witchcraft? I have the best schools all over the world.
But they made a deal. He made a svora that was the same.
So what are you doing? What are you doing? You're bringing me witchcraft to a country which is the highest of height of all witchcraft. We have a school. I brought the head of the school. He said more of that. He says this, even kids, little kids 3 years old can do this. That's what he says. Afilu eladim ben sholosh. That's what means in English. He brought kids 3 years old, and they turned the water to blood. So what are you guys are doing? What are you doing here? What is turning the stick to a snake? Turning the water to blood? What are you doing? You want to convince me on that? You're joking? This is what Pharaoh said. It was a good time.
It's a svora though.
But there is a very amazing answer, what Moshe Rabbeinu answered. What Moshe Rabbeinu answered? Moshe Rabbeinu said, yes, yerek, a good vegetable you bring to a vegetable market. What does that mean? There's a famous story, and I'll say it in short, of Salik, the son of Rav Huna. Rav Huna, he was an old man, he lived many years, very long life. And he had no children. No children. But when he was very old, Hashem blessed him with a child. And that child's name was Salik. Salik. Rav Huna was very rich. And his wife told him, sorry, I don't want to send my son to a escuela, to school. I want my son to be next to me every day. I had him when I'm an old lady. I cannot afford to get him out of my eyesight. My heart is too close to him. My joy is too strong. And my fear too strong. I want it to be next to me. I don't want you to send it to Cheder. So Rav Huna said, okay, so I'm going to divorce you. That's what it says in the Midrash. I'll divorce you. Let's make a compromise. He publicized all around who is willing to teach for 25 years straight his son, Salik. And you will give him a place behind his house to live, him and his wife and his kids. You will give him food and money, and he will be paid a big amount at the end of the 25 years. And if he leaves before the 25, he only got paid whatever he got paid for the day. But he wants to get paid for the big prize, he has to wait till the end of 25 years. He looked around and he found a Rebbe, Rabbi Yossi. And he said, okay, I'm willing to teach you son. And he stayed in his house, in the backyard. He built a house for him and his wife. And Salik stayed always home. And the morning, he got up in the morning. He davened, went to the mikveh, had a mikveh at home. And he taught him Aleph Beis, Chumash, Mishnayos, to daven, then Gemara. And always his mother speaking from the window. And she see him learning. And when she peels a potato, she doesn't peel at home. She peels it. She wants to hear the voice of her son Salik reading the Mishnayos and the Gemara and the Chumash. She's all excited. Ooh, where's my son Salik? He's become a big Talmid Chacham. And he's learning there in the higher, he's learning more. He's learning Gemara, Ksubis, Gerkoton, Iyun, Rashi, Teses Sanhedrin, Chasam Soiber, or Rav Huna. Wow, his mother, of Kana, whatever it is. She's all excited and he's growing up. He becomes a major Talmid Chacham. And they build into the child that, you know what you're going to get? You're going to be a big Talmid Chacham. The whole world is built on your Torah. Hashem desires that this is the crown of the world. You, the cream of the crop of the world. The world is built for you. You don't need Torah be you. Learning Torah, big Talmid Chacham. Wow. And he's learning another year. After 25 years, when Salik reaches the age of 25, then his Rebbe says, okay, time to be paid. He gets paid with sacks of golden coins. And he sent his Rebbe away. And now Salik is ready to get married. The day after, he decides, I'm going to go to the market. See what's going on? Go to the market of a city. He never went out of the house. He always stayed in the house. He goes up to the market, but he didn't realize that in a hot day, you have to go out with a bottle of water, a jug of water. It's a hot day, and he goes to the market. It's a hot day, he's sweating, and he sees people selling donkeys and cows and camels, and they're screaming and shouting, fish and fruits and vegetables, and stores, and people rushing out. He's looking, wow. The Gemara Metzia, if I find a coin here, what it is, you shot me here. He's no longer thinking, what are we learning all this? He's learning all the whole shots in his head. Wow, Rechovo, wow, this, wow, that. And he's only little thinking, but he's thirsty. He wants water. Suddenly he sees his cousin. He used to come and visit him in Chanukah and Purim and Pesach because he didn't live in the house. He stayed always in the house. His mother didn't allow him to leave the house. He says, hey, Yankee. And what does he see? He sees Yankee sitting under the small little shade, and he has a little big jug of water in a small jug that he puts in, and he sells a cup of water for a pruta. Says, Yankee, I'm very thirsty. Can you please me a cup of water? Says, no problem. Give me a pruta. Pruta? I know pruta, how much is 196 prutas in a day. But I don't have pruta with me. Can't give me a cup of water. Sorry, no tiki. No ashi. What do you mean? But I'm telling you, the whole thing, the whole world is, I know, the whole world stands to me. Says, sorry, my friend, it's in your head. What you learn is for yourself. You want a cup of water? You have to give me a pruto. No pruto, no water. But I'm thirsty, please. No way. He got so hurt.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
What's going on? Well, my parents told me that they are so important. That the whole world stands to take us alive. He ran out. He started to cry. He ripped his clothes. He went to the room. He cried. And he cried and he cries. And Ravuna and his wife, the old woman, came down, tried to appease Avkana. Avkana and his wife comes in and they want to appease Salik. Hey, no, was a lie. He told me the whole thing. I can't even get for my Torah a cup of water for a puta. So what's worth all my 25 years that I submitted by Hashem? It's not even worth a cup of water. They crying and crying. Rav Kahana and his wife didn't know what to do. Rav Kahana had a great idea. He told his son, Salik, listen, don't worry, you didn't lose anything. Me and your mother are very rich. Go upstairs to the attic. We have there a box of wood, a wooden box. Open it and bring it out. He goes upstairs. He brings down the box and he sees a big, huge diamond. 40 karat. VVX-B, blue. Blue VVX. Cut this, that, the best of the best. Clean 100%. Wow. Brought light in the room. Says, listen, this is our money for pension. We can't function. This is our money for what? Go and sell it, and half of the money is yours. All the 25 years you learned Torah, don't worry, you didn't lose. You already have money more than all your friends that worked for 25 years. Don't worry. What? This is half of me. Whoa. Okay, but I'm giving you this half money on one condition. You go to the market and you show this diamond to the lower market. Ask them how much it's worth, but don't sell it to them. And show it to 3 merchants. You go to the middle market, show it to 3 merchants, and don't sell it. Go up market and Tzipori up above, and only the 3rd guy, the guy has a big store in the corner, and he has the stairs going down, that's the guy you should sell it for. But you must show it to all those 9 people before. Okay. He takes the diamond, he puts it in his pocket, he wraps it up. The Gemara says that Shemir Ma'ul is on the inside pocket. He puts it in the Gemara. Okay, he runs, this time with a bottle of water. He runs to the market, and he sees this woman selling little fake diamonds, zircons. And he showed the lady, listen, lady, I have a diamond to sell. She looks at it, ha ha ha, wow, I never saw such a big diamond. How much you want for that? He says, give me a price. He says, no, this too big a reminder. My diamonds are small. Probably it's also fake. It's worth, let's say, 1,000 golden coins. Whoa, okay. He goes to the next one. She never saw such a thing. 1,500. He says, no one said 1,000. She'll get 1,500. He goes to the third one. He says, this guy says 500. He says 2,000. He goes to the second market. He goes to a store already, not sitting in the street. It's a store. Some of them are colored diamond. Some of them are just colored gold and, and not really gold and this and silver. Who knows what? He goes to those stores. Whoa, that's such a diamond. Give him 10,000 golden coins, etc., etc. He goes to the top market. He goes to the first store. There's such a diamond. He thinks, I would love to buy it. I don't have money for that. Second, he goes to the third guy. The third guy sees the diamond. He says, he tells all his slaves, close the doors. Close the windows. Nobody should see. He says, listen, this is a colored diamond, clean diamond, such karat, 40 karat, VVX blue. There's no such diamond exist in all of Israel, but I am very close to the Roman king and I can sell it. I'm willing to buy it for you, but I want 20% reduction. And I'll give you all the money right now, and I can sell it. I'm the best buyer for that. I have a connection with the king, I can sell it to the king. Is that okay? A deal, 85%. No, 82, 82 and a half. Okay, he sells. Goes downstairs. He sees a big, huge martef. Martef is basement. Sees boxes full of golden coins. He has those few giant slaves with big muscles sticking out over. Barely wear anything on their body. They want to show the muscles. And they go there. He says, pick up five boxes. And there's about 10 slaves. Pick up 5 boxes of golden coins. And as they mamish a caravan, a long line, they go down. He gives them the stone. And they go with him to his house. And then he passes through the market. And everybody stops working, put down whatever. And they see 10 guys with 10 boxes of golden coins working with Salig, the son of Rav Kahana. And Rav Kahana's son, Salig, his chest got blown up. He looks up, and suddenly he sees his cousin, Yankale. Yankale, hi. You want 10 cups of water? I don't need any water on my bottle. No problem. He walks. He's like a king. He comes home. He says, okay, Saba and his mother are waiting there with a cup of tea and some cakes. Come sit down. They put all the boxes there and says bye-bye to them. His father says, okay, 5 for you and 5 for Abba and Ima for our old age. Go take it and do what you want, whatever you need. Don't worry, you didn't lose anything from the time you learned 25 years Torah. But Salik understood there's something wrong here. He was a Talmid Chacham. Hey, Abba, great, I didn't lose anything. But why you told me to go to the 3 women there in the first lower market and 3 to the middle market? You should have told me go directly to the top guy that he knows the king and he can give you the best price. Why did he make me all this chicken there all day long? I had to take a few bottles of water till I got to the right. It was a hot day. So his father Rav Kahana tells him, tomorrow there's a big convention of all the peasants of all the Galilee and all Yehuda. There is thousands of peasants are coming, all the Ikarim are coming together, and there's thousands of Talmid Chacham going to build a big bima, and I will be sitting there in the front because I'm one of the oldest rabbis of the generation. And the peasants come and ask questions. You come there, and answers that the rabbis can't answer, you give an answer, and you'll see there what will happen. You see there people who understand what this Torah is about, the value of Torah. You see what crown you will get. Goes to his room, he starts thinking. He remembers Yankale saying his cousin, Motik wash you with a cup of water. And here, his father, what's going on? All mixed up. He barely goes to sleep. Next morning, early when he runs there, and they had a huge bima, and the Medrash says was the roof was made out of grapes, growing on it. It was like a sukkah with grapes on it, and grapes are falling down, and huge stage, and all the Rabbonim were sitting there, and Rav Kana sitting in the first row, and thousands of peasants coming in with shilas, with animals, bechoros, that problem, bechor mum, not mum, this, that, all those halachas. Suddenly, they hear a barking, like a bark of a dog. And they see a peasant is dragging an animal, so short animal, and the head is covered with a piece of cloth. And he takes off the cloth out of the head, and he sees something very strange. You see a goat with a face of a dog. He says, "Rabbis!" Everybody's silent. Everybody's looking at him. "Rabbis, this is a dog, not kosher, or it's a goat with a kosher animal." The rabbi starts arguing this way, nobody can give an answer. After 5 minutes, they try to give an answer, and they knock it out. Everybody's silent, don't know the answer. Suddenly, out of the big crowd, Sally quotes over and he says, "I have a proof that it's a kosher animal." And the Medrash of Kana goes in details, maybe 2 pages, back and forth, that he had with the rabbis as proof that he would feed him water, feed him this, you can peel and see his flesh, this, he had all those tricks, almost for an hour, arguing with him and proving him, and he won the argument, and he said it's kosher. And suddenly thousands of rabbis stood up and started to clap that such a big Talmid Chacham is our generation. And a big Jlub peasant grabbed Salik and put him on his shoulder and started dancing. That we have such a Talmid Chacham in our generation. 25 years old, he's able to answer questions that even a big Talmid Chacham could answer. And they put him right into the stage of all the Rabbonim, and they put him next to the Gola Dor of Kana. But suddenly, hey, he looks the same face. His father of Kana and his son Salik. And they danced and they sang to Hashem. This is the answer. The answer is the value of Torah is not measured by his cousin that sells a cup of water. The value of Torah is measured by people which value Torah, learners of Torah. This is what Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu. Yes, a country which has a university, Yuchni, of witchcraft, they will see or appreciate the real balabait of the creation, not a witchcraft, Maaseh Hashem, to bow down to Hashem and to recognize Hashem. This is the answer to Pharaoh's question. You bring me Tevel Afarai, you bring witchcraft to a city full of witchcraft, that's university witchcraft? No, I bring something else you didn't recognize yet. Soon you recognize that something else. As the Torah tells us a story.